Let's see what else here. Probably do a little exploring. How do you feel about that, Jim Jim?
Yeah. Repair bench. Barbecue. We can make a barbecue.
Oh,
Barbecue. I do like that idea. We should do that. What do we need for that?
Metal fragments and wood. I'm making one right now.
Perfect. All right, we got ourselves a rug here. Did find that inside one of the barrels. Gives it a little bit of a homier look.
this
Let's see
yes,
here.
you guys are doing very well. Good.
Yeah,
That wolf fight that I saw, that was intense.
yeah, that well, those wolves kind of came out of nowhere. Did not expect that. However, we did make it. Oh, you're splitting that up for a reason, I think. Hey, huh? Let's go ahead and there we go. Yeah, that wolf fight was not a great time. We did not survive.
I'm gonna put some fragments back in there so that I'm not hogging all the metal.
No, that's fine. I think the next thing I want to kind of make here is the repair bench. So I do have a couple of things I want to try to make sure we don't lose that hatchet. So I'm going to throw all the metal kind of into the crate that I've dubbed the metal crate. So anything in the metal crate we can either break down or hopefully use later. So then we have the construction crate that has all of our stone, wood, and apparently 2 human skulls, including my own. So throw that
Wow.
in there.
Those are
Yeah.
those are pretty pricey. I'm sure if you put those on the market, everybody would want to pick one of those up. I'm on board.
Everybody wants a skull? Lovely.
Yeah. Make a
Go
little
ahead and see what
trophy
we
on
can.
that.
Let's go ahead and see what we can and can't sell there, I think, Mr. Jim there.
Alright.
Alright.
Skulls.
Perfect. A headhunter, if you will.
There we go. There's one wooden box there.
We did find a bee grenade as well. Lots of fun there.
Oh, yes. Everybody should love the bee grenades. Those have so many useful tips, or so many useful things for them. On here, just to remember though, that's where bees do not damage you. They disabled that, so.
Oh, okay. That's why they were following me, but not tickling my tum-tum.
Uh-huh.
So that's alright.
Very sad on that. That's where I love to play with the bees. That's one of my favorite pastimes. But unfortunately, you cannot do that on here.
Fast times at Rich Mountain High there, unfortunately. However, we will kind of keep pushing right along here. I see, Jimmy, you've got some delicious plants. Vegans will be very happy to see that you are, in fact, growing plants within our building.
We are vegan friendly around here.
Excellent. We try to be, at least for sure. I'd like to welcome all people of all creeds, all beliefs into our life. At least until we have a reason not to. So, with that being said, we do have batteries as well. Delicious batteries. I was going to throw that one into the ocean to help recharge the electric eels, but in this case, I think we'll leave that here.
Wow, you guys, I didn't know you guys had a battery. Wow, look at that. Solar panel, and you guys are in the money then.
No solar panels just yet, but I did see one on another person's base. I almost assumed that it was yours that I got myself killed by. With that wolf attack.
Nope, I am further down. If you do, if you look on the map right now, that's where you'll see that I'm on the island.
Do us a favor and give us a little refresher on how to access that map, good sir.
So on the map, that's where if you go on your keyboard and just hold the letter G. Hold the letter G down on your keyboard, and you should be able to move around on the map and scroll around. Remember, use your little wheel to scroll in and out if you got it set like that. Otherwise, that's where you can just hold your, let's see, it's left click, and then you can move right around. I am down in, I think it's D27.
I see you all the way down there. D27 is where
right with everybody. We're kind of like in the community down here with all the admins.
Oh, admin community. That's
Admin
great.
community. So they can keep an eye on me just to make sure that everything is kosher. Looks like you guys are living.
Way in the opposite direction.
Okay.
We are pretty close to harbor.
Okay, so you guys go
Uh,
through the ziggurat. That is the jungle ziggurat is one of the new monuments that was just added in the jungle DLC.
yes, I did actually have an opportunity to do a little bit of exploring in that area. However, I was chased out by a jaguar that did decide to take a big bite out of my ass. So
Ah, perfect.
I managed to sneak out, so we were okay.
See?
Uh,
Okay.
apparently there is a helicopter coming in. Not sure where we're gonna go with that. We have a stone
Ooh.
quarry, the launch site. My goodness, this is a large area.
You guys actually live in a pretty good area. You got fishing village right over by you. You got the tunnels if you needed to access. You got ranch, water treatment down there, and the gas station, and a harbor. It's a good pick.
Hmm. Actually, my initial spawn was right here on the top of D7 numpad 8. So not too bad of an area. That's kind of where I headed north and found my own little area here, keeping my I do see here that we do have that tunnel. I assume that's probably what I saw earlier, and that's kind of close to where we are now. So I think once we hit daytime and that helicopter's gone, we'll go ahead and we'll explore that as well. So a lot of
Okay.
pylons up in this area, so had an opportunity to do some solid finding of random items. I see this
Yeah.
desert area is massive. Good lord,
Yeah,
huge.
that's where I've been exploring in that desert area. A lot of good nodes in there for sulfur, stone, but a lot of times your best bet for anything for where you guys are at is in the snow. You're gonna get a lot of sulfur over there and regular stone nodes. Metal nodes probably over by looks like abandoned supermarket. Looks like that's a pretty raised range over in '07 and '06. So you guys got a lot of good possibilities. I'm kind of pigeonholed down here.
Oh, 07 and 06. All right,
Hmm.
perfect. I do see that here.
Good pick.
Are there horses? I have not seen any horses on this map as of yet.
Very limited that spawn, but you can pick one up for, if I'm not mistaken, you can probably buy a saddle for 75 scrap, and then you can
Oh,
purchase a saddle and purchase a horse right from ranch. That would be
okay.
I-7.
I do see here it does look like Ranch is on that. It's just south of the gas station.
And if you see on ranch,
Excellent.
there's going to be like a little quest tab too. I think it's going to be like the Hunter's Challenge. If you take
Oh,
that,
okay.
you'll be able to get yourself some scrap or some useful items that you don't have. So something that
Excellent.
you'll want to hit up.
That would be good to know. It would be
And
excellent.
there should be one also. It should be like a at Fishing Village. There should be a quest for you as well that both you
Oh, I
guys can
see.
get.
Well,
Neat
one
little
moment
side
here, chat.
things.
I'm gonna go silent just for a second. All right, chat. Thank you very much, WBUC VQ. I'm not interested in growing my engagement. I'm hoping to get paid to do what I do. So thank you very much, random bot. Anyway, we're waiting for that daytime. I think I've got probably about 15-20 minutes before I personally need to pop off. I will be back on a little bit later tonight for a little bit of a late night stream.
So that means we get to
As
keep
we
you up late or what?
Yeah, I would say so. Probably kind of same bad time, same bad station as we talked. Chat, as I had mentioned before, the coworker that has gotten me back into Rust after my 6-year plus hiatus is Mr. Slade, a 453 here. So we both work at the same place of employment. We are known each other for a little bit now as well. As I had stated that Mr. Jimner and I have played Rust together. We've known each other for a very, very long time. Both these guys are...
The barbecue's working.
Barbecue is working. Beautiful. Look at all that tasty salmon. Trout, I guess, technically trout.
Nice.
So, everybody I know here are both all well and good friends, coworkers, and compatriots in one way or another. So, hopefully this night cycle finishes soon. We'll be able to go out and do a little bit more exploring. Now that we know how to select the map, that gives us a big one-up that we didn't think we really were going to have an opportunity to get. But good lord, does it give us an idea of how large this map is? My goodness.
Let's see,
I feel like I'm practically playing a game of Armo.
Trying to think of anything else that's kind of very useful that I've spotted. I mean, you guys really do.
There is that patrol helicopter on its way to us. It looks like the military transport helicopter is actually on its way, currently heading southwest or southeast. Patrol helicopter is actually heading in our direction.
Yeah, that's
kind of
not
close
good.
to the harbor. So where we are in a safe location. I do not believe that we will be considered ops, as the kids say nowadays.
Wow.
However, daylight is coming.
Oh, it's already 4:20. It's already 4:20 on the clock. 4:24.
So I'm hoping to pop out of here as soon as we can and probably make our way at least towards the gas station to see what we can and can't find, or even down to that metro area. And potentially, so last time Jimner and I had played, we did not have any type of way to get from point A to point B unless you either walked or took a gyrocopter. And I don't even think Jimner was playing at that time. So, exactly. So where we have these tunnels, if we were to pop into those tunnels, and would that give us an opportunity to take any type of vehicle down towards your location, all the way down in D28?
There is, but where you're at, you need decent guns. There's NPCs that are down there that are... You gotta have tier 2 weapons to fight them. You can fight them with bows. It's too much of a grind and too much risk. But yeah, possibly that where you could take one of the trains that are down there or something, and you could make it to the side of the map.
Perfect. Well, that is good to know in the future if we ever need to make our way down there. And let me go ahead and actually, if you do ever find your way up by us, we'll go ahead and we'll authorize you onto this tool chest.
I will actually be that way in just a little bit. I am doing a little bit of base management down here. Getting ready to put in my car lift. That's what I'm working on.
Excellent, 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 excellent.
I like my vehicles.
Vehicles were not something that we were too privy to the last time we had played. Again, we came from Legacy, where only a chunk of the map was available. And that chunk didn't necessarily have anything good within it. Just subterranean bears and... Oh no, sorry, rad bears and subterranean wolves. No NPCs, the only person you ever shot at was another player, so...
What's the difference?
Not a good time.
What about the difference in the building mechanics? Are they kind of the same, or is there different? Is it smoothed out?
Building mechanics are actually pretty similar. From what we are able to see here, there isn't too much of a difference. Here, the main thing is there are definitely more pieces that you could build with. Back in the day, you were only able to build with squares, no triangles. The stairs, if I remember correctly, were just simply very similar to the ramps. Um, Jim Jam, it is daytime. We should make our way towards that supermarket, or not the supermarket, the gas station, and see what we can find.
The one thing I'll give you when you're going towards gas station, you do have some kind of a form of weapons though for yourselves, right?
Correct. We
Okay.
have both melee weapons and bows,
All right.
which I think should give us a little bit of a leg up. And we will wait.
So I'm kind of curious too on your guys' wheels. So I know you got the frog boots. Is there any other skins that you've seen for anything like doors or any of your small boxes or anything like that?
Nope. The only skins that we have is what we currently carry, unfortunately. So really, it's just those boots. Again, we are legacy players. However, we have not played any of the seasons, or however Rust had ran it in the past,
Mhm.
with those special types of skins on those items.
Got it.
So, yes.
Just kind of curious on that if you had some of the small boxes or any.
No, nothing like that. Although I do see that there is like a shop for skins now. That's kind of interesting. Did not expect that. Ironically, I was the one that got you into skin trading, right?
Yes, that's where you have opened my eyes way too much to that, and my pocketbook is emptier every day because of that. So yeah, thank you very much.
You know what? We do what we can. We definitely do what we can. Elevate your Rust playing to another, to complete new level here. And
I do.
skins, loot boxes, everything like that. It's all predatory. We all know that it's much like gambling. However, in your case, playing the market up and down. As long as you come out with a win, that's all that matters.
Correct, and that's where I put out a lot of content about the about all the different skins and how some of them do go up and down, and some of those ones that are the fast buys in the shop that just seem like I have to own. I do give the honest opinions if they are going to be up or down. That's where this last set that just came out. Oh, if anybody's listening, please don't buy those right away. Wait for they hit the secondary markets. They're gonna decrease by 50%. There's your financial tip of the day for skins.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. So as we kind of work our way through here, I do have about 5 more minutes, so anybody who has any questions for me, please feel free to drop them in the chat if you want to know anything more about either myself or Slate. As I said, we do know each other all in real life. We have come cross paths in one way or another altogether. I am currently getting my ass poked to death by a couple of zombies here. Drop them both though with my mace, so we're good on that.
My chat does have a question for you. As a legacy player, do you find it very hard to come back to how much has changed into Rust?
It is definitely a lot to get back into. I did not expect there to be so much more into the game. Definitely. Oh, sorry, one moment here as we work our way around getting chased here. One moment. So it is definitely a different world. Mechanics are just slightly different. I did just come across a person here, but looks like they have the same idea I did to hunt these zombie bastards. One shot at a time. It is definitely different coming back. Again, there is a lot more to it than what we had back in the day. Certain weapons and items were a lot harder to come by and you could not just simply create them. You did have to find the blueprints for them in order to move forward, if I remember correctly. However, goodness gracious, it's been so long since Legacy Rust has been changed over to this new version. I do say that I do prefer the customization, the customability, blah blah blah, of this version of Rust better. However, there is a certain charm that the old Rust had that this one just has not yet claimed for me. Back in the day, the models were so very interesting. Any type of food models, or like raw animal products, such as the what are we looking for? Such as like wolf meat or anything like that, was all just simply skinned as an uncooked chicken breast, which was kind of funny, despite there not being any chickens in the game. So definitely a lot has changed. And it is kind of funny looking back to see what Rust has become. But
Okay.
definitely at this time, I do think I do like the newer Rust just for how much is associated with it. Oh
Perfect.
god, chat, as you can see, we are, whoa, just about had a run in with 3 of these little guys.
Let's see, we got another question for actually both of you guys. Somebody wants to know that's where both you guys did play in Legacy, and were you guys both in a clan together?
It was kind of a clan. It was more of a confederation, I guess you could say, of like-minded individuals who all lived in the same town. So, very much so. Again, kind of as I stated before, we do all know each other, at least in real life here. Myself and Jimner, we are actually neighbors, believe it or not. And at the top of the chat here, you can kind of see that there was an offer to pick me up lunch, which is more than kind on his part. But with that being said, yeah, no, we have been in a clan before. Again, it's more or less kind of stated as us being real life friends that really made that difference for us. So. There is a stash here, and we cannot access that because it is another player. However, I did find a sword off of one of these zombies, so I'm going to make my way towards that ranch here. I do have some scrap on me, but not enough to purchase a horse. So, we're going to make our way there. We are kind of coming up on the final minutes of this stream for this time. We will be back probably around 7 o'clock. Ha! Not 7 o'clock. We're going to shoot more for 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. That would be 11 Eastern, 9 Mountain, 8 Pacific. So we are gonna try to make our way a little closer to that. Oh, we're almost to the ranch. We're gonna follow this road here, see if there's anything good in these boxes. And I don't see anything necessarily as of now.
What is... Oh.
Oh, goodness.
It's an event. Okay, this is going to be the Easter egg event. I didn't know this.
Interesting.
Um,
So let's go ahead and find some Easter eggs. Chat, looks like we'll be sticking around for a little bit. I did find 1 egg. Oh, here we go. Let's go ahead and
wow.
drop.
Okay.
Oh, let's drop that.
So...
Painted egg 1.
So if you get 10 of them, you get 2. You get a bronze egg, and you might get a weapon. You might get metal frags. You might get stone. You might get a gun.
A gun would be nice. All right.
You might get a bunny suit.
Bunny suit would be just as interesting.
Okay.
All
so
right.
This is going to be interesting. I don't know if we usually competing against each other, but I don't see anything that's saying that we are.
And I'm not finding any more eggs. I have found 6 of them as of right now. However, I do need to pop out as I had stated before, because the leader of my household, also known as my wife, has returned.
Dun dun dun.
She is a housewife as the day is long. So everybody, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for joining my stream tonight. We will hopefully see you back a little bit later this evening. And with that, I bid you all farewell. Bye. Cool.
Brian,
What's up?
you